Man, I tell you, it feels good to be talking about the National Football League again on this channel. And I'm sure for some of you at least, that is exciting too. And if it's not, well, shame on you. Man, even though my team still probably isn't going to be good, duh, Bears. At least I will say this. It just feels right to be getting back into NFL season, NFL mode, which one of the things I do each week on this channel during the NFL season is give you my weekly picks. And I'll do that each and every single week on this channel here. Now, typically the pick video will come up on Friday or Saturday. So for the Thursday night games that happen throughout the course of the year, more likely than not, you'll have to follow me on Twitter at @TheJeffSchlegel is the Twitter handle and see who I'm picking for that game for the week. And that will still be factored into the totals and everything. Just like at the time of this recording, I picked New England and thought they would win by 4. So I was wrong, clearly, but that also meant that I would have taken Kansas City plus the 9 if I was betting against the spread. So didn't pick the right winner, but would have picked right against the spread. And that's what I'm going to do this year to kind of do things a little bit differently. And just kind of like a season-long test for myself is to pick winners and then also pick against the spread. So what that means for you is you're trying to follow along. If you want to go against me in terms of your weekly picks to win and your weekly picks against the spread, you're welcome to. The odds that I use are the odds that I find at the time of the recording. So even as I record those odds based off of the money that gets laid down on one team or another in Vegas, the spread can move up, it can move down, it could stay the same. I'm just strictly going off of the spread at the time that I record because that would have been replicating the time that I would have placed the bet that would have locked that specific spread into play. So what I'll do is if a team is favored and I'm picking them to win and beat the spread, I'll just say this team minus the 5. So that way you know that I'm picking them to win and win by more than the spread. If I'm picking somebody to win but not cover the spread, I might say I'll take New England but give me Kansas City plus the 9. So Thursday night is a perfect example of that. So try to follow along as much as you can. Let's get through these picks. Like I referenced on Thursday night, I thought New England would win by 4. Therefore, I picked New England, but I was taking Kansas City plus the 9. So I picked the wrong winner, but I got the spread right. So I'm 0-1, 1-0. Let's see how easy this is to track all year long. The early games on Sunday. Of course, we know there's no game between the Dolphins and the Buccaneers that got canceled due to Hurricane Irma. And at the time of this recording, Hurricane Irma still has not made landfall in Florida. Good luck to everybody, and my thoughts are with you and best wishes to you. So let's get to the other Sunday early games. You've got the Jets traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills. You've got the Bills under new head coach Sean McDermott. I think they're going to want to go out there and win one for their new coach. The Jets, to me, are clearly in tank mode. Give me the Buffalo Bills to win and cover the 10. They're going to cover. Atlanta travels to Soldier Field to take on the Bears. You've got the Bears that are pushing off the Trubisky experience for as long as John Fox can make possible until maybe he's shown the door. The Atlanta Falcons on the flip side, coming off of the 28-3 choke job in the Super Bowl, they're going on the road to start off the season against the Bears defense that looks to be a little improved on that side of the ball. Offensively, we'll see what they have, especially in the receiving game, but you be curious to see how Atlanta comes out of the gate. Are they going to be kind of in a state of malaise? Are they going to kind of be apathetic? Are they going to have that same fight and pop that they had last year? Or are they going to be really hungry and want to come out and establish themselves? I'll take Atlanta to win, but give me the Bears plus the 7. You got a divisional matchup, the Ravens traveling to Cincinnati to take on Baltimore. I will take Baltimore, and they're the underdogs here, so obviously give me Baltimore plus the 2.5. Pittsburgh travels to Cleveland to take on the Browns. We'll see how Le'Veon Bell plays since he was really out of things for most of the preseason due to the contract holdout. The Browns are going to be without Myles Garrett, the number 1 overall pick, for several weeks due to a high ankle sprain, and Browns fans are freaking out. Is this Courtney Brown 2.0? Let's hope for your guys' sake that it's not. But Pittsburgh comes in looking like one of the best teams in the AFC. The Browns come in looking still like one of the worst teams in the AFC, even though they should be improved. The spread is 10. I'm still going to have to take Pittsburgh on the road minus the 10. Arizona travels to Detroit, to take on the Lions in what could be the Arizona Cardinals' last stand with Bruce Arians and Carson Palmer and Larry Fitzgerald. I will take Detroit and Detroit plus the 1. Probably one of the marquee games in the early slate of games is going to be Oakland traveling to Tennessee to take on Marcus Mariota and the Titans. This is an exciting matchup. Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota, week 1. The Titans are improved. A lot of people have a lot of expectations for the Titans in terms of the AFC South race for sure. And we all know that there are very high expectations on the Raiders based off of last season and now having what they hope to be a Derek Carr healthy for an entire season. Give me the Oakland Raiders. I can't believe they're 2.5-point dogs on the road, but give me the Oakland Raiders plus the 2.5. The Eagles and Carson Wentz travel to Washington to take on the Redskins. This is a game where I could very easily see Philadelphia winning, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Philadelphia minus the 0.5 point. Jacksonville travels to Houston to take on the Texans, and J.J. Watt, hats off to him for all the fundraising he did. I believe it's over $30 million for Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. The point is, though, is Houston's at home week 1. Who knows how the emotion of this game is going to play out? And this game is going to be so much about emotion. But I would be really, really stunned if Jacksonville was able to go in there and beat the Texans. And in fact, if they did, it'd probably be arguably the most impressive win of week 1 because Houston's going to have an entire country rooting for them, and you're going to have all the sentimental stuff that goes along with everything. Give me the Houston Texans minus the 5. Shifting to the late Sunday afternoon games, you got the Colts minus Andrew Luck, and we'll see how long they're going without him, traveling to Los Angeles to take on Sean McVay and the new look Rams. The Rams are favored by 4.5 here. It's really tempting to take the Rams with that spread because we really don't know what you're going to get out of Tolzien, and we can't imagine it's all that good. With that said, we frankly don't know what we're going to get out of Jared Goff, so I'm going to split the difference. I'll pick the Rams to win, but give me the Colts plus the 4.5. Seattle travels to Lambeau to take on the Green Bay Packers in your real marquee late afternoon matchup. These teams seem to find a way to play each other every year. More times than not, the games are pretty good. I will take the Packers to win and give me the Packers minus the 3. Carolina travels to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. What's Christian McCaffrey going to do? How's Cam Newton going to look? How's Kelvin Benjamin going to look playing at 260, 70 damn pounds or whatever he's playing at? Give me Carolina and give me Carolina minus the 4. Sunday night, the marquee matchup. Again, get used to it because you're going to see a lot of feature primetime national games with the Cowboys this year. The Giants go to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Usually the matchups between these two teams tend to be pretty close, tend to be pretty good. I expect this to be the same. The spread on this game is Dallas minus 4.5. I think Dallas wins this game because they're going to be on an emotional high with some of the news about Ezekiel Elliott. They're going to want some revenge for what happened last year, losing twice to the Giants in the fashion that they did. Give me the Cowboys, but give me the Giants plus the 4.5. On Monday night, remember this is week 1, so we got the doubleheader. The Saints travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Give me the Vikings minus the 3. And then in the late Monday night game, you've got the Chargers traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos. I'll pick an upset special here. The Chargers with Phillip Rivers on the road. I will take the Chargers and the Chargers plus the 3. So there you go. My picks for the week, both to win and against the spread. It'll be curious for me to see, like I said, as much as an experiment as anything, to see which I do better on this year. Because the trick is sometimes with the spread is a team could win and win by 13, but if the spread was 14, they didn't cover. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. You guys want to participate on the spread part too, that's fine. If you just want to participate on the who's going to win part, that's fine. If you want to participate on both, that's fine too. Can you beat the Schleg Daddy? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Well, we're off to the races now, bitches, because week 1 of the NFL season's finally here.